Hi,
Good morning. How are you doing? Are you ready to start?
yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
Diana, ready to start?
yes, yes, I'm ready.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let's find our place, our space, and simply bringing attention to our feet first. The feet nicely parallel to each other. We're going to nicely breathe in, breathe out, noticing your feet, pressing your body weight down to your feet. Breathing in, breathing out. Just noticing your feet. And we're going to shift weight from toes to heels for a few moments. Notice that your chin is slightly tucked in. Notice that your shoulders are pushed down. Shifting weight from your toes to your heels. It can be almost invisible. Just nicely pressing on your toes, pressing on your heels. Just a little bit of movement. Breathing in and out. In and out. Right now we are going to exaggerate a little bit more. We are going to bring the body weight to the toes as we push the knees forward. The arms are rising, the heels are rising and coming back. Breathing in, breathing out. Please continue for a few more moments. Let me just adjust a little bit so that the floor can be seen here. And pushing the knees forward, the arms are rising, the heels are rising at the same time, and releasing the air, letting the arms float backwards. Going like this for a few moments. Breathing in and out, keeping your body in the center. Notice the strength of your toes. Notice your calf muscles. Notice how your knees are taking this position, pushing the knees forward. How does it feel within? Notice your shoulder area. Notice your chest as you breathe in and out. Breathing in and out the way that it works for you. All right, from here, let's change the position of the arms. The arms are going backwards as the knees are moving forward. Let's do this just to tease the brain a little bit. Now coming back to the center when you're ready. We're going to squeeze the shoulders up and release. Breathing in, breathing out. Squeezing and releasing, going slowly and gently the way that it works for you. Breathing in and out slowly. We're going to bring our feet closer together. The hands will turn away from the body towards the horizon. And we're going to let them travel left and right. Notice there is suppleness in your knees. There is a little bit of a bend. Notice how you breathe in and out. Going with your own pace, letting your hands be turned away from the body, traveling in this nice line to one side, to the other, gently twisting your torso, keeping your body in the center, breathing in and out. And let your glance go with your hands. Okay, breathing in and out. A few more times. Okay. We are coming back to the center and relax your arms just in front, letting your shoulders be. We're going to place one foot to the diagonal. We're going to use the opposite shoulder, shifting weight to this foot that you've just put into the diagonal. We're letting this opposite shoulder be relaxed. Just let it relax, your arm as well, your hand as well. We're going to do a few circling movements with this shoulder, knowing that the belly muscles are staying in. You're pressing your belly muscles inwards, breathing in and out, doing this few circling movements with the shoulder area, Noticing the upper back, noticing the lumbars as well. As you're pressing your belly muscles in, your lumbars should be okay. Okay, and notice how the body weight is nicely distributed. The leg in front is bent, and you can shift your weight a little bit to notice how this body weight is finding its way to accommodate itself in your legs, in your feet. Going to the opposite direction, noticing your shoulder area, breathing in and out, circling for a few more moments, just going with your own pace. Notice your breath and movement nicely connected. All right, and we're coming back to the center. Let's do the same with the opposite foot, going into the diagonal to the side, nicely shifting weight a little bit, noticing the opposite shoulder, relaxing it, relaxing your arm, and just starting with a few circling movements, going to one direction first. It's you who decides to what direction it feels more natural. Going to one direction, nicely turning this area, circling a little bit, bringing movement into your shoulder joint, noticing the whole upper back, breathing in and out, in and out. And notice your spinal cord all back, just from the top to the bottom. How does it feel? The whole line of your spinal cord. Is it okay as you do this? Are your belly muscles supporting you? Notice the strength of your legs. And we're going to turn to the opposite direction, doing a few circling movements to the opposite direction, just the way that your body permits it to do it. Breathing in, breathing out. And once you're ready, that will be enough. We're coming back to the center and just breathing in and breathing out, and letting your hands rise again to the shoulder level, releasing them down to the sides. Breathing in and out. All right, let's come and pay attention to our wrist area. Nicely turning the wrists, noticing the wrist area. Doing this for a few moments. Just notice what you notice from within. A few more moments like this. Also turning to the opposite direction. And now just going a little bit further to the sides and back to the center. Breathing in, breathing out. Let's relax our hands down, nicely shaking your hands, shaking them vigorously. Now turning the hands upwards towards the sky and shake them this way. Nicely influencing the joints as well. Going the opposite direction, turning the hands downwards. Okay. And now a few circling movements from the elbow joint. So we're leaving the elbows next to the body, just letting these circles come from the elbow joints, gently, slowly. Notice how you're standing, the tailbone is tucked in, your belly muscles are strong. Notice your knees slightly pushed forward, just a little bit, keeping this position of strength, being in the center. Also turning the circles to the opposite direction. Your hands are relaxed, your wrists are relaxed, your shoulders pushed down, just the elbow joints. Nicely moving, bringing synovial fluid into your elbows, breathing in, breathing out. And relax your arms down. Let your shoulders relax as well. And we're bringing our fingertips to the area of our shoulders. Let's do a few circling movements with the shoulders again, letting the elbows rise, go forward, descend. Nicely doing these circles with the elbows. Notice the whole area of your upper back, your shoulders. Breathing in and out. Going with your own pace. Breathing in and out. In and out. Just a few turns like this. Go into the opposite direction when you're ready. Breathing in and out. And just pay attention to the lumbar area. The coccyx is turned downwards. The lumbars are safe. Notice the whole position of your body so that it's standing safely in the way that you're not producing additional stress or pain in any area of your body right now. Breathing in and out. And we're going to let these arms relax. All right. And we're going to do this opening and squeezing the fists, nicely preparing the fists. Okay. Opening your hands and creating fists. Bringing the fists closer to the body, letting the arms gently stretch forward as you open your hands and squeeze and open and squeeze. All right. And now we are going to let the arms go to the sides, creating those fists. And we're bringing those fists under the armpit and behind, stretching the arms this way, your belly muscles pressing inwards. Okay, and let's open again. And empty fists traveling into the area and to the sides behind, and open again. A few more times. Just notice how does it feel within your arms, your shoulders, as you let your arms stretch this way with the fists created. Okay, just notice that strength of your muscles, of the tendons, of all the arms as they stretch this way and that way. And again, just going with your own pace. Right, relax your arms now. I think we've done enough to heat up the upper body. We just need to do a few movements with the head. Let's go with a nice negation, or just following the number 8 or infinity symbol with the head. The forehead is the leader here. Breathing in, breathing out, letting one ear go closer to its shoulder and then the other. Just stay within your comfort zone. Keep your eyes open and go slowly. Breathing in and out. And in and out. Coming back to the center. Let's breathe in and just nod gently, bringing the air in as we look up, and releasing the air as we look down. Breathing in, looking up, and releasing, looking down. All right, we are going to do a few more movements with the upper body. Now focusing on the shoulders, we're going to press with the body weight on our feet and do these circling movements with the shoulders, going slowly and gently, the lateral circles with your shoulders, going forward and back. And now just notice your feet, notice the body weight shifting in circles on your feet, going slowly and gently. Let your arms be relaxed. This circling movement can be really almost invisible. You don't have to do it visible, just notice it from within. Notice it from within. You're doing these circling movements nicely, noticing your legs strong. Breathe in and out, in and out. And we're going to the opposite direction as well. Just going with your own pace, almost invisibly designing those circles with your shoulders, the lateral circles. Noticing your belly muscles pressing inwards as the shoulders go forward. Now coming back to the center. This is a very relaxing exercise normally, and it also stimulates this area, the digestive area, and also the lower lungs. So we are going to do one thing with the toes. We are going to squeeze the toes and release, and squeeze and release. And you can do the same with your fingers, okay? So we are going to let one foot go forward a little bit, or just lift the foot up, squeezing the toes and releasing. Squeezing, stretching, going with your own pace. Nicely focus on your toes. And just notice if opening and squeezing the hands helps you do the work on your foot. Going with your own pace. We are going to do the same on the other side. Gently shifting weight. If you need to shake your leg, releasing tension, just do so. Let's do the same with the opposite set of toes. Squeezing and opening. Squeezing, releasing the tension. And again, letting your toes feel that squeeze and release. All right, let's come back to the other side, the other leg. We are going to bring the leg up and we're going to turn the toes in circles, nicely stretching your leg and letting the circles happen. Breathing in and out. Just noticing the ankle area as your toes do the work. Breathing in, breathing out. Turning to one direction first and then to the opposite. Breathing in and out. All right, just notice your ankle area. Once you're ready, shake the tension off of each leg and let's prepare the opposite leg, stretching it and nicely turning these circles. The toes are really active. Notice your ankle area. Notice your calf area as well. Breathing in, breathing out. Just doing this for a few more moments. To one direction first. And once you're ready, let's turn to the opposite direction. Please continue for a few more moments. Mitzi, Bina. Bonjour madame, vous voulez aussi participer? Allez-y. If you've done both sides already, let's come down and breathe in and cross the arms in front, letting them descend to the sides. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Okay, now we are going to place one set of toes to the front and we press against the invisible wall, coming back. Okay, now the opposite set of toes, pressing, releasing. Each time we press, we release the air and we come back, we breathe in. And there is just a little bit of a shift of weight so that your toes notice the pressure of your weight, but you're not giving all the weight to your toes. Just nicely with this pressure of your hands against the invisible wall, you go to the level where your knee is just above your toes, not further. Notice the strength of your feet, your toes. Notice the area of your ankle, your calf area, your knee, the quadriceps muscles. Just notice the whole different points in your leg, the upper leg, the lower leg, as you shift your weight to your toes. Breathing in and out. right, time for some brain teaser exercise. Crossing, so watch out where you place one hand and the other, and exchange. Going slowly with your own pace. Okay. So this goes really nicely. We're now going into this. The empty fists, the thumbs up, the pinkies down, up and down, and up and down, and up and down, and up and down. Just doing this for a few moments. This one is quite easy. Just notice what you notice. Can I do it fast? Can I do it slowly? What's my brain telling me today? Okay. That's it. Shaking your hands a little bit, or bringing our fingertips together. We're going to turn the pinkies around each other. Okay, turning, turning, turning. The opposite direction as well. Just trying to do this nicely, swiftly, the way that you can. Okay, doing the same with the ring fingers. So going with your own pace, try to do it the way that it works for you. If it doesn't work, it doesn't matter. For me, this is the hardest. The ring finger. Just test it out both ways. One way, the opposite way. And then we go with the middle fingers. One way, the opposite way. Just play with this. What is it there that it's working fine, and what it doesn't? Just notice it and memorize it for later on when you will be training on your own. Doing the same with the index fingers to one direction, to the opposite. And just notice if that's something that's easier to do than the previous set. Going with the thumbs one direction and the opposite, and just notice the difference. And shake, shake, shake. All right, we're going with Diana's movement. Remember this one here? We'll do this. We're going to nicely circle here, and one hand on the belly area. Breathing in, breathing out. And go into the opposite direction. And the opposite direction. And the opposite. Once more, the opposite. Okay, let's do the same with the opposite hand up and the other one on the belly area. Nicely circling. Once you're ready, the opposite way. And the opposite. And the opposite. And the opposite. Just hovering on the top. Now going back with the opposite hand on the top, we're going to tap on the top of the head and circle with one hand on the belly area. Tapping, 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 going the opposite way, and the opposite, and the opposite. Just going with your own pace. The opposite again, and the opposite. Okay, let's exchange. Tapping, 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 going with the circles on the belly area. And the opposite. And the opposite. The opposite. And again. And for the last one. And relax, release the tension. All right, let's come back to the center. We're going to bring the energy towards our kidneys. Swiping forward, breathing in. Swiping forward, breathing in. And from here, let's come back to the center. We're going to separate our feet and we're going to let the hands nicely go further away, turned towards the sky. Let's draw the hands closer to the shoulder area. The legs are staying in the center, the knees pushing forward, the glutes are squeezed, so the tailbone is slightly turned downwards, and the perineal area, just notice the squeeze there, notice the strength of your belly muscles. We're going to simply twist the torso from the center, breathing in, breathing out. The hands turned towards the sky. Notice your breath in and out. In and out. Notice your upper back as you twist this way. Notice the whole spinal area. Going with your own pace. All right. From here we are going to turn the hands downwards and press down towards the earth on each side of the knee. Going to the opposite knee as well. Just nicely using your belly muscles, pressing inwards as you exhale. Breathing in. Breathing in. In and out. Notice how your hands are pressing down towards the earth while your body stays up. Your belly muscles preventing it from leaning forward. Just nicely, gently curving as you press the belly muscles in. Going with your own pace. And from here, let's step back to the center, shaking your legs, releasing tension from your arms, your shoulders, just releasing, shaking a little bit. All right, from here, we're going to let the feet be closer together. We're going to let the arms, the hands nicely go to the shoulder level, the arms open to the side. We let the toes look away and we let the arms descend. Breathing in, the hands turned towards the sky, descending, breathing in. Pressing on your heels to be able to let the toes look away from the body, and again, breathing in. Notice the groin area, the hips. Notice your knees as you do this movement with your toes. Breathing in and out. In and out. Coming back to the center, let's shake our legs nicely and gently. Let's do this circling movement with our knees, going slowly and gently, keeping our head in the center, letting your knees do this circling movement, breathing in and out, just the way that it works for you. Breathing in and out. Few turns like this, noticing your knees, going to the opposite direction, breathing in, breathing out, keeping the head in the center. And a few more turns. All right, from here back to our hips. We're going to do a few circling movements with the hip area, going slowly and gently, noticing your hips, doing the circles, breathing in, breathing out. Also turning to the opposite direction, breathing in, out. All right. Now coming back to the center when you're ready, and we're going to swim first forward, doing this froggy movement, letting the hands go forward, and we open to the side, and we let the heels go up, and then we go back, breathing in and breathing out. So nicely from the side, breathing in. Don't lean forward too much, just notice where the belly muscles can still support you, so you don't lean forward too much. You keep your balance going. Breathing in and out. Going with your own pace. Breathing in and out. Notice every step of the way. Breathing in, breathing out. And from here, we're going towards the sky, still swimming in the center. Breathing in and out. This is a nice movement for boosting the immune system a little bit. Breathing in and out. And with this movement, we're going to press on one set of toes to not just a little bit to one side and then to the other. Breathing in and out. Just letting your body weight press on one set of toes to simply change direction, going slowly and gently, breathing in, breathing out. Coming back to the center when you're ready, and we're going to place one foot towards the diagonal, shifting weight and pushing the mountain away, okay? And then come back, placing the opposite foot and push the mountain away and come back. Just notice the strength of your body, letting your hands go a little bit further, and then you come back. And once you're ready, we're coming back to the center. We're placing our hands on the lower belly. Let's do a few gentle circling movements on the belly area. Breathing in, breathing out. Paying attention to our digestive area. Breathing in and out. Also turning to the opposite direction. Placing your hands on the upper right side of the belly area, breathing in. Just notice this beautiful heat from your hands going into the area of your liver and gallbladder, breathing in, inviting this beautiful green light just into the area, breathing in and out. Releasing anything connected to frustration, to keeping grudges, to anger. Just inviting kindness, generosity, lightness, flexibility of spirit. This beautiful spring color, green. All right, from here, let's bring both hands into empty fists on the area of the waistline. We are standing in the center and we're going to nicely punch to the sides, keeping our center, keeping our body in the center. So we are going with the healing sound for the liver. Notice all the muscles of your legs, notice the glutes, notice the perineal area, notice your belly muscles as you do this movement. As your body sinks gently downwards, you punch to the side. So you twist your torso just a little bit, just enough to do this punch and not lose your center. You can go faster if you wish. And slower again. Coming back to the center. When you're ready, we're going to let our kicking begin. We place our toes behind somewhere to touch the floor nicely and then kick forward. And you can use your movement of the arms to accompany the movement of your foot, kicking gently forward. Notice that the leg that's moving doesn't have the body weight charged in it. There is just this gentle connection with the floor. The toes and the floor come together just to give a little bit more balance for that moment, so that you continue with the kick, rebalancing each time. You can let your arms float further up if that's something you want to do. There is no need for it, but if you do so, just remind yourself what you're doing with your arms going so far up and down. You're stimulating the movement of your body fluids, helping your lymphatic system to be more active, release the toxins from the body faster. This kick is done on one side. Let's go with the opposite foot, the opposite leg, nicely preparing your toes and starting with the gentle kick forward. Just going with your own pace. Notice how you release the air from your lungs as you kick forward. Focusing on your out breath. Coming back when you're ready, shaking your legs, shaking your arms, shaking the tree together. We're going to do a few circling movements on the belly area again, going slowly to one direction. And then to the opposite. We're going to place our hands on the upper left side of the belly area. We're going to breathe in and breathe out. Nicely inviting this golden yellow light into the area of your spleen, pancreas, your stomach. With your out breath, releasing anything that's connected to imbalance in your body, in your mind, your spirit. Breathing in, releasing what needs to go. Inviting balance, inviting trust, connection, focus, releasing what needs to go. Just let this golden yellow light install itself in this area, and then let it spread itself through all the belly area, going down towards the urinary bladder and up on the liver side. Just let it linger there. And once you're ready, come back to the center. We're keeping our legs nicely parallel to each other, bending our knees, getting one hand to catch the opposite wrist. Standing with the legs in the center, we are pulling this wrist across just a little bit to notice the stretch on one side of the body. The tailbone is tucked in, the belly muscles feeling strong. Releasing, the opposite hand catches the opposite wrist, and we let this upper body nicely stretch. Coming back. Let's do this a few more times. Breathing and holding. And release when you're ready. Breathing and holding. Releasing. Once more for each side. And release. Let's go with tapping on each side of our knees. Nicely waking up the energy for our digestive organs, but also for the kidneys. Breathing in, breathing out. A few more times. Right, coming back to the center, we are going to start lifting the heels, just lifting the heels. Nicely walking this way, keeping your toes connected to the floor, going with your own speed, the way that you feel safe. Walking this way, just lifting your heels. A few more times. All right, from here, let's bring our knees together, just bumping the knees together a few times, letting the rest of the muscles of your legs nicely relax. Okay, that's it. Coming back, we're going to gently lift one leg and let it go without completely stretching. Let it be relaxed. You lift it gently and let it go backwards until your toes find the connection with the floor, and then you just bring it back to the center. Okay, let's do this. Let's focus on one leg only. Lifting it, letting it flow backwards, and the toes then are pulled forward again, connected to the floor. And floating, finding the floor, and you pull it back. And again, Just let your leg be completely relaxed. What we need to notice is the groin area, the hip area, nothing else important. Just letting the leg float, touch the floor, coming back, floating, going back. And just notice, what does this movement do to the area of your groin, your hip? Is there any sensation that you haven't noticed before? Perhaps there is nothing, and you can just enjoy this movement. Breathing in, breathing out. Let's do this once more. Let's do the same on the other side. Nicely letting the leg go into the circle, finding the place behind, coming forward. And again, just let the leg be relaxed. No need to stretch it. Notice what's happening in the groin area, in your hip area. Breathing in, breathing out. Going with your own pace. A few more times. Let's do this once more. All right. Now we're going to do this nice gentle movement with the wings going up and down nicely. The crane wings, big wings, up and down. And we're going to let one foot rise and descend. So it goes connected to the opposite leg. The edge of the foot rising, descending. Breathe in, breathe out. Let's do the same with the opposite side. The opposite foot, the edge, connected to the shin of the opposite leg. Breathing in, breathing out. A few more times. Once you're ready, come back to the center. We're going to let one knee bend while we shift our weight, letting the arms nicely float one way, the opposite. Breathing in, breathing out. Bending one knee, keeping your body safe. Of course, for better balance, you can always keep your toes connected. You're shifting weight. Okay, just make sure that you are safe. Breathe in, breathe out. Not overdoing it, staying within your comfort zone. Notice the softness in your wrist area, your hands, your shoulders. Notice the strength of your legs, shifting weight. Coming back to the center, shake your legs, shake your arms. We're placing our hands on the lumbar area, the kidneys. We're going to place one foot to the side. And we're going to let the shift of weight happen. We're looking up and then releasing the air, looking down, curving the spine gently, noticing the lumbar area, breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in, shifting weight, bending the knee in front and then the knee behind as we look down. Breathing in, breathing out. Just noticing the movement from within. The lumbar area, breathing in, breathing out. And let's do the same on the other side, placing your foot to the side. Shifting weight to one leg to the other. Breathing in, looking up. Breathing out, curving the spine, pressing the belly muscles in, breathing in, releasing. Just doing this a few more times. And once you're ready, come back to the center. Let's go up and scoop the energy of the universe, pour it all over you. Once more, let's scoop this beautiful, healing, loving influence and just point it towards your heart. Place your hands on the heart area, breathing in, breathing out, inviting peace, tranquility, love, and connection with yourself and the world around you. Compassion for yourself first, and then all the people around you. Just noticing what was already in there, just being awakened, being boosted with your work today. Breathing in, love, releasing what needs to go. Breathing in this beautiful color, red color influence within. We're going to let it expand. As you breathe in next, let it expand all the way up to the top of your head, all the way down to your feet. Breathing in again. Imagine standing in the bubble of this beautiful, healing, loving influence. Just notice what you notice from within. Appreciating your body for the experience of life that it brings to you every day. The good and not so good. All the experience counts. Breathing in. Appreciating your heart for beating for you. Today. Thank you so much for being with me. I hope the session was beneficial for you. And much love to each one of you. Take good care, and I'll see you next time. Okay? Bye-bye for now.
Bye.